Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. It's Thursday. My name's Jake. You can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. I like to tell them to other people because stories are fun. Because telling a friend's story is a lot like telling your own. I have a friend who, whatever. I got a beer for you today. It is the Upper Hand IPA from Upper Hand Brewery up there in Escanaba, a division of Bell's, which I think is interesting. This one is an IPA, go figure, 7%, division of Bell's. My guess is that this is going to taste just like a Two-Hearted, or very much like a Two-Hearted, which will be a little bit different. So we'll see. Let's get this guy going. Try to make sure there's a little bit of head on it because it's supposed to be good for it. Makes it so you can smell it better. Keeps it a little bit cooler because the air bubbles tend to do that kind of stuff. So the color seems to be a little bit lighter than a Two-Hearted, which that's cool. It can do that. But let's see what this is. Piney, for sure. It's kind of got that green banana flavor to it. Really, it's mostly just the bitterness that you get on a green banana. It's not like the flavor. It's that kind of bitterness. Or it's a little bit sour, but mostly just bitter. Getting that in there, too. I mean, it's been a while since I've had a Two-Hearted. I think the last one that I had was actually on my show, or shortly after I got back from my weekend in the Grand Rapids area. And come to find out, in Kalamazoo, they just like leave beers around, like good beers, like Two-Hearted. They just leave those around on the street. It's amazing. I don't get it. I guess that's one good thing about Kalamazoo. There's beer everywhere. Today's an interesting day. Got a text about 3 o'clock this morning that I think it was about 2 maybe, that my sister was heading to the hospital. She was going to have a baby. Or that there was something going on, is what my mom said. She assumed that since my sister and her husband left the house at a weird hour that it was going to happen shortly. And apparently it did, quickly, even. The doctor was still at the hospital when Mary and Ron got there. Mom says it too, so it must have been close to then that they left. But then that left little Michael there all alone at home. Well, not really all alone at home, because my parents are there and my sister's there and my nephew's there. Not that the nephew is going to help take care of Michael, because Michael is a rambunctious 2-year-old and Noel is a roly-poly 1-year-old. It's different. But anyway, I became the uncle to a niece today. That's the first one of those that I've had. I've got 3 nephews, but first niece, this one. Kind of excited. I've got a feeling that this will be different, but I'm going to imagine not that much different for me because this niece lives in California. But there's always a chance that you can get back together with family. Maybe they'll decide that they want to come and live in Michigan for whatever reason. I mean, my friends that moved to California a while ago decided that moving back to Michigan right now is a good thing to do. They just bought a house down near Jackson, and they're going to be moving here about the same time that I'm flying out to California. They're going to be moving into their house. It's going to be super cool. It'll be nice because he's a band director, so this season is the Central Michigan Marching Band's 100th season. So the likelihood of me going back and actually playing something while we're there, while carrying around a tuba for a day while we're there, there's a very good chance that I might be able to do that this one time. I mean, 100 years, that's a lot of people to go through there. Figuring 350 or so, I think that's how many we had. Between 350 and 400 students in the band every year. The hundreds of thousands of band geeks over the 100 years of, maybe not hundreds of thousands, but thousands, tens of thousands of band geeks that have been part of the Central Michigan Marching Chips. There are a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones. There are probably some bad ones too, but even the bad ones had good intentions, I'm sure. Okay, so I've come to a decision on what this tastes like. It's like a Two-Hearted, but lighter. Like a Two-Hearted, but lighter. Yes, for sure that. Which, not terribly surprising. Like, lighter in malt flavor. Less sweet. Because, I mean, obviously it's not as dark. And 7% means that it's 0.2% off of being what a Two-Hearted is. But overall, it's pretty good. I drink that one again. And I can. Got more of them upstairs. So, you can find me at @tubajake_69 at YouTube, Untapped, Twitter, and Instagram. I do have a quote for you today. This one's from Louis Armstrong. He said, "Musicians don't retire. They stop when there's no more music in them." Huh, weird. They're just talking about the marching band. But yeah, I've got a feeling that that's to do with life in general. Livers don't retire. They stop when there's no more life left in them. You just keep going. Keep living. Keep playing. It makes it way more fun. Anyway, I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.